Welcome back to the channel. This is Wasabi. This is a battle on the Ghost Town map, and we're following Fado in his Tier 9 reward tank, the A Phase 1. But a few of these tanks in the channel. Got a couple of clan members who are trying to get to 3 marks on them, so they're all out there trying to do massive damage. So anyway, we'll see how Fado goes in this battle. So this is a standard random battle, so there's 2 caps, and generally the heavy tanks head to the centre of the town. The mediums tend to go around the edges and try and spot the tank destroyers who collect in the edges as well. And light tanks tend to stay out on those edges as well, so it's a bit of a mixed match in terms of how this map plays out. Anyway, so he's top tier in this match, but it's a tier 8, tier 9 battle, so it's not a big spread of tiers. And he's coming to this spot here. Now, first of all, you've got some hold down positions here with the mullock heaps that you can hide behind, but in the middle of that structure there's also a pit. So I've seen videos where heavy tanks or tanks with very strong turret armor can get into that spot and basically shoot up, but that's a very situational move as far as I'm aware. That yeah, obviously you need support from your own team, and therefore, stop the enemy tank swarming around you and basically taking advantage of you because you're sort of isolated in that spot. Anyway, so it's got Tiger 2 and E75. Both those tanks have been buffed in recent patches with stronger turret armor, and he's only really got visibility of the top part of the turret, so it's a bit of a low percentage shot. You can see he's ricocheting there. It's probably just bouncing over the turret roof with the angle, and he's probably not overmatching the armor. I don't have these stats in front of me, so a bit hard to check, but the main weak spot that he's aiming for there would be the commander's hatch. So the T-32 pushes in, takes some damage. It's another tank with strong turret armor, but yeah, can penetrate the front of it. But he managed to get a shot through the commander's hatch there on the E75. I think that's the third or fourth shot that he's fired, so it's not going to help in terms of it. But now he notices there's a defender's come around the corner. Now, managed to get a tracking shot there, and will he get any benefit from it? There's tanks firing at him, but no. But now he's got time to aim, gets another tracking shot in, causes some damage. And now that defender, if he's used his repair kit, he's really stuck. And Fado manages to take him out, so that's one tank out of the game so far. Now AT-15's moved up here and sort of taken his spot. So he's just going to barge his way in here, but he's climbing up the mullock heap. That's going to change his angles. I'm not sure if he's got the gun depression, but it looks like he has. Gets a shot in through the 75. The 75 just changed his turret angle at the wrong time, and it's sort of gone through the top part of the side of the turret there. Now, I think he's judged that it's time to keep moving. He does get tagged while he's crossing from the T-28 prototype and the Canadian Action X. 75 has decided to fire HE. Now, not necessarily a smart move, but I guess he's decided he can't pin the A Phase 1. Tiger 2 further behind gets a shot through him just as he went sideways out there, and looks like he bounced off the D75, but just as you saw him kill there, you probably saw the holes just under the commander's hatch from the previous shot. So now he's just got the Tiger 2 to face, and again the improved frontal turret armor there is probably changed your perception, but he's firing premium rounds now. Now he does see the side of that ISU 152, takes the opportunistic shot there to whittle him down. It's always, again, keep your visibility of what's going on around you, and you can take advantage of that. He snaps another shot at the Tiger 2, but I'm not sure if that even connected. So Tiger 2's pushed up, decided to take the match into his own hands a little bit, but yeah, probably not a wise move because he's now out of cover, and Fado gets a good shot into him. So he's just ticked over 3k damage and continuing to rack it up, and the Tiger 2 now is in an unfortunate situation, so right down to one shot now. So he's just basically waiting to his reloading and then see if he can bait a shot, but doesn't need to, goes through the front of the Tiger 2. And that's the end of that tank. Back to the garage for you. So now he's coming up here. He's got the Carnarvon Action X. That's not necessarily sure that will go through. Got a pretty tough turret from the front, but he might get the opportunity to put more damage in. And the Carnarvon's changed the angle of his turret and allows that shot to go in, basically. So he's probably responding to threats in other locations. Will he get another shot in? He does, and it finishes off the Carnarvon Action X. So he's now got 2 tank destroyers there. One of them's already done damage to him, and the other one's got a pretty big alpha gun, so he's just being a bit careful here, letting other tanks move around and seeing whether they can be spotted. He's not really sure where that T-28 prototype is. And the ISU also hasn't been seen for a little while, but he's got the T-32 moving up on his right flank, and he'll probably spot some more. In fact, there's the T-28 prototype, probably spotted by the T-32. Now, T-32 doesn't look like he's got a lot of health. I'm not sure if that T-28 is going to do some damage to him. Puts a blind shot on the T-28. That doesn't seem to have connected. The T-32 fires, doesn't do any damage either. The T-28's just down there, obviously pulling back between shots. So now the ISU-152 is coming behind the T-32 and taking him out. So Fada's going to move in on the ISU, and unfortunately, yeah, the T-28 props up. But before he pushes on, he notices the Type 59 there in the field and puts one shot into him. Gets another shot in, and the Type 59 gets taken out by a Striv out in the field there. And the ISU has been taken out as well by another tank destroyer on Fada's team. So they are now 6 tanks up, so got this battle well in hand. Now, okay, just spotted an arty there. Will he get a chance to get a shot on it? He's not really got a shot there, but okay, it looks like the arty's realised he's spotted and he's moving, so that might open him up to some more damage. Fada missed that shot there, but looks like, yeah, he's come out more in the open there. Does he get a shot in? Yes, he does. Leaves him on a whole 2 hit points there. And he gets taken out, so he gets a massive 2 hit points spotting damage. So there was a Scorpion noted on the hill. The T-28 prototype is there, but the tanks are swarming around. Don't think they'll last long. And his Fada looks like he's just waiting to see whether he gets spotted. So he's just pulled out and back in again, and he hasn't been spotted, so it means the Scorpion's pulled back. The Scorpion has taken out a low on the team there, so not quite clear which side he's on, but he's not got visibility of him, so good chance that he's behind the rock there, so everyone's pushing in. Oh, there he is, exposed there. He's the last tank on the team, so it must have been a 14 tank battle. Fada gets one shot in, and he's tracked him as well, so he picks up a massive 995 spotting or track assistance, so excellent result there. So we've got the results. It was an ace tanker game from Fada there, following on from his one in Berlin. Got a few medals there, the Hand of God, Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, and Fire for Effector, normal ones, plus the High Caliber Award for getting the most damage in the game. 4 kills, did 5.5k of direct damage and got assisted damage of 1,040, so just over 6,500 combined. 1442 base experience, well on top of his team. Did the most damage across all. Bit unfortunate there. The E75 top tier on the opposite team did 152 damage. That was that single HE shot, and that Type 59 that he killed, and he did 188. So I don't know how you could do 188 and Type 59, but nonetheless, that all contributed to the win. 26 shots fired, 22 connected. You missed a few shots there at the start. Very low percentage shots, 15 penetrated. That's all that frontal armor that he was trying to get through. Lost a bit of money, but not a whole lot in the scheme of things, and got a great result. So well done, Fada. And any comments below?